Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be cleaning the house. There are a couple areas that just really need to be reset. I sometimes have these days where I just want to turn on some calm music and tidy the house up, and today was one of those days, so I'm going to take you along with me. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to share all things homemaking here on my channel, and I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, let's jump into this beautiful day. The first thing I needed to do was make a list. This is probably the number one thing I have to do every single morning or afternoon. This day I had a bunch of stuff I had to do this afternoon and it was lunchtime. So I grabbed a factor meal. I had their shredded chicken burrito bowl. Oh my goodness, and that was so good. I am obsessed with their they also have a beef cheese one that's also really, really good. I think one of my kids ate it. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is fuel ourselves because I have a lot of cleaning to do. And then we are going to start by restocking the refrigerator. Do you ever have those days where it always comes after a long weekend where the kids are home a little bit more than usual? And this particular weekend, we had just a lot of kids here for whatever reason. And the refrigerator had like nothing that could go together. It was a bit of a mess, and I wanted to pull everything out and just give it a good wipe down and then restock the things that we needed for the week ahead. Like I said in previous videos, I haven't been doing a whole lot of meal prepping only because I'm home now and I really enjoy the slowdown of 4:30. I have an alarm that goes off on my phone every day that just reminds me it's 4:30. It's time to start thinking about prepping dinner. I like to have the kids fed by around 6, and it kind of depends on if some of my kids have sports, but for the most part 4:30 is when I start to close my computer or end any of the tasks I have for the day and get started with dinner. And it's kind of also nice because the routine now has been I make dinner and then the kids and my husband clean up. So typically when I meal prep, I had to do it all by myself. So I've been loving this process. I do ingredient prepping. That does kind of cut down, especially when we have a really busy week. So it kind of just depends on what we have going on. But for today, I just want to get everything restocked, and I had a couple other things I really needed to tackle. Other good news is I'm doing this voiceover in the morning, and then I'll get it loaded up for you guys. It's raining. It rained last night here. I live in Napa Valley up in California, and it rained last night. I swear I got the best sleep. I'm hoping that it rains a little bit more because it just felt so cleansing. I'd love to know in the comments down below, share with all of us where you're from, where you're living rather, and also have you experienced any of this new good fall weather? For this week, I wanted to share a couple of the things we have going on because I have all of my Halloween decorating needs to get done this week. It's Tuesday, and I will probably start filming that today. I have some really fun DIYs. If you guys want to join me just on the day-to-day, I usually post kind of what I have going on behind the scenes over on my Instagram at Mrs. Lauren Nicholson. I will have all my little DIYs, and I'm trying to make more kind of quick pieces of video, just like shorts and whatnot for you guys, just because that's sometimes what I only have time to consume. But I will be sharing more of that. I have a whole new system I have kind of built over the last like 2 weeks around how I really want to get more organized and just more consistent and things like that. I feel like now that the kids are back in school again, I kind of have the space and time to get that done. So I will be, I have the link here on the page if you guys want to join me over on Instagram. It's just a great way for us to connect. Not to mention I'm usually in my DMs over there a lot more frequent than I can be over here. And so if you do have any like funny reels or funny things you want to share or whatever, I love getting them. So I usually respond over there pretty quickly. Now for this particular week coming up, I have a a living room. Well, actually the living room, family room, the kitchen, and the entryway. Today, once I'm finished with this video, get this video up, we are actually going to install the entryway that I kind of had it envisioned. And I'm really excited. I'm really hoping this works out and turns out just as beautiful. Sometimes I feel like it's like better in my mind than it actually turns out. But as you know, Halloween is kind of my jam. Halloween and Christmas happen to be the two that I really enjoy decorating and kind of going over the top and just being really creative with. So I'm excited because this year we're definitely going to be doing a lot. So if you like those decorating videos, definitely hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on those. And then the following weeks, we will stick with Halloween. And then I will probably jump into Christmas a little bit earlier, but I don't know. It kind of just depends on how this month goes. But for me, I feel like 2025 just went by in a blink of an eye. I don't even feel like I fully realize how fast this month has gone by. It's only a couple more months and it's a new year, which just feels wild to me. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on kind of what you're going to see the days coming up. The next video that we have coming up is the one where I'm going to take all the fall decorations down and just get the house really cleaned up in time for Halloween. The Halloween decorating already feels overwhelming, so I will film all of it. My vision is to actually get all the Halloween decorations. I've already organized them in bins by area. So there's going to be like a dead man's party in the front room, and then kind of like a haunted mansion, but it's a party where everybody dies. And then, sorry if that's a little gruesome, and then the other area we have, the kitchen, is going to be a witch's den. So I kind of have to split those two themes up and kind of get them going. I have just some really funny things I'm adding throughout the house. I have some very spooky things, but I want to get that up for you guys at least by the second week of October. So if you are looking for some fun theme ideas, I'll have those ready for you. So those are the things we have coming up. We finished the media room, so I'll be sharing that with you as well. We painted one of the walls black, and it just is so perfect in there and cozy. I'm going to decorate that really spooky for the kids this year as well, and just have as much fun as I can homemaking with you guys here on my channel. Since I knew I was going to be taking down the fall decorations, maybe like a day or two after I filmed this, I wanted to kind of slowly start to edit down just so I don't get super overwhelmed putting everything away. So as I'm cleaning, I'm kind of just removing a little bit of the excess. As you guys remember, over in this corner, I had a ton of decor. And then I had a little left over. So I'm going to remove some of that. I'm going to kind of tidy up the decor that I have over by the family room. And I feel like if you kind of do a little bit of undecorating along the way, knowing that I knew I had to have all of this done by the last weekend of September in order to start decorating October 1st. So for me, instead of doing it all in one day, which kind of felt overwhelming, I've slowly just been removing things along the way. So that way, when it comes time to take everything back to storage, I didn't have to I wasn't scrambling. It was actually quite easy. And I feel like if you're a big decorator like I am, taking it day by day. Now for Christmas, I always hire a team to come and help me take Christmas down. It takes me about 2 weeks to get it all up and complete. But then to take it down takes 1 day. I hire 4 people. They come, they take everything down, get everything staged in a giant truck, and take it back to our storage unit. So any chance I get where I can take down decor and get it organized into bins helps me with my future self. I always talk about there have been years, I remember the year my mom passed away, I actually didn't do any of the undecorating. A team came in and I actually went to a grief camp for a week, and oh my gosh, it was so amazing to not have to do it all. But the following year when I opened all the bins, it was like they it's not their jam, right? They're just there to help. And I wasn't there to tell them like how to organize like the candy canes and, the different types of decor styles I had. And anyway, so it was just stuff everywhere. So I ended up having to bring all the bins in the house and like put all the nutcrackers together, all of, I had to do like a provincial French tree and then my traditional tree and like my candy cane tree. I had to put everything organized. So this year I already have it scheduled, will be the day that they come to undecorate. And when that happens, I'll be there to actually make sure everything gets put back in the right bin so I can actually be a little bit more organized when I do these giant decorating days. I would say fall is probably my fall, then Halloween, then Christmas. Christmas being the most intense decorating are the three that I do the most here on my channel, which is why I always feel like August, September, October, November, and a little bit of December is always very chaotic here. So again, I'm trying to be more mindful of just making sure I have the time and the energy and most of all organization to get all of this edited and up on time. So I hope that brings you guys, I get a lot of DMs about how you guys like to turn these videos on, find them calming. I think the way I used to do my videos, I would tell you what I was doing, but you guys have eyes, you can see what I'm cleaning, but they're more or less like little chats where we can talk about things at home, the highs, the lows, the little tricks and tips of homemaking, and just have a more of a conversation down in the chat. And I don't mean by conversation with me specifically, I mean all of us, like we can all be each other's friend here on this channel. So feel free to chat with each other down there. I have a couple of us have now become friends over on Instagram just because some of us enjoy that platform. I've emailed with some of you guys, but if you are like me and you like having a tribe, even though we don't all live close to each other, but you like to talk about homemaking and good book recommendations, recipes, decorating ideas, just all things, I highly recommend getting down in the comment section because I find that they're just such wonderful, incredible people down there. And I just don't want you to feel like it's just for me, it's for all of us. And I just love reading your guys' comments. I love how uplifting and supportive you all are. It's just such a great community to have, and I'm really, really happy to be a part of it. Before we finish tidying up this kitchen and the rest of the house, let's take a moment for today's sponsor, which is Sunday's Dog. I always love on a restock day when the things that I ordered for a restock end up showing up. I wasn't expecting our dog food to show up. I was so excited because we were literally maybe 2 days away from being out of Pepe's food. And he is an extremely picky eater, which made me fear that I was going to have to cook something, prep something, and then our Sunday for Dogs arrived. If you aren't familiar with Sunday for Dogs, well, if you're on my channel, you're definitely familiar because I've talked about them many times. It was created by a seasoned veterinarian that wanted to create something really, really good that was human grade, delicious, and fresh for their pets. Their dog foods come in multiple different flavors. Pepe loves the chicken. It is his favorite. And I love that they're transparent, wholesome ingredients you can trust. That's a big deal for us. It has 0 synthetics, fillers, or any artificial preservatives, and it comes in different flavors. So if you do have a picky pet like our picky Pepe, you will find the exact one that they like. So if you are like me, you want to get that fresh food that's refrigerated. We started with that when we first got him, and it was messy. It would go bad if the kids left it open. It was just so much work. It was just also not my favorite thing to do twice a day. With Sunday for Dogs, it is human grade ingredients. It is absolutely healthy for your pet, gives them all the nutrients they need, but you just scoop it out and put it in the bowl, and it's so good for them, which is really important. I also like that they use air drying, so it has peak flavor. And I'll tell you, not only does Pepe love it, but now little Marie has found her new love of Sunday for Dogs. And strangely enough, I was in the middle of having the Robo Rock clean, and it was in the kitchen, and right when I put this bowl down, the Robo Rock just decided to come on over. So I guess if you have a picky cat or a Robo Rock, they still love it just as much. We've noticed some great changes with Pepe since he's been on his Sunday for Dogs. He's had great energy, his coat is shiny, and he just has an overall sense of happy, peppy kind of an attitude every day, which is just such a great thing. I can only attribute to what he's putting inside his body. Just as I do with our children, I do for our animals, and that's giving them a very nutritious, balanced diet. And I have to say, like for any parent of a puppy or a dog that is a little bit picky, this might be the absolute game changer you've been looking for. So join Pepe and I and give Sunday for Dogs a try. They are offering my viewers exclusively 50% off your first order by checking out the link down below or using code LaurenN. I just know your dogs are going to absolutely love this, and you will sleep well at night knowing that they have all the nutrition they need. Thank you to Sunday for Dogs for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and let's keep going on this beautiful day. There is something so peaceful about deep cleaning a stainless steel sink. I swear it is one of my favorite things to do. At the old house, we had porcelain sinks, but this one I love to get out a good cleaning sponge and just really, really deep clean this area of the house. And I don't know, it's just such a good feeling to have the sink. Tell me if you're the same, but for me, even when I watch other moms do clean with me videos here on YouTube, I always love the scene where she deep cleans the sink. So for this area, I just wanted to wipe things down. I'm going to use my Robo Rock just because she's back and working again, and I just love being able to deep clean the floors with it. Vacuums and then mops every single day, the entire downstairs. You can also pick zones and stuff. And I just picked up their carpet cleaner, which I've been playing with for the last couple weeks, and it is incredible. I was thinking of getting new rugs because, as you know, our rugs are always high traffic, both where they are, and there's like corners that are just much darker than the rest of the rug. So that has also been great. It works super well. It transitions from cleaning the floor to cleaning the carpets. So I'll be sharing that in a future video. But for now, I just want to tidy up everything in this space and just get the house nice and reset before we undecorate and get started with Halloween. For this area, I wanted to do the same and just kind of take down some of the decorations, not everything, but just kind of edit this down. It was kind of getting to that place where I already had a whole basket of these grapevine pumpkins, and I thought, oh, I could throw those in there and finish that basket. So I'm going to do that. And then for the rest of this area, I just took down, again, just like the stuff sitting on the tabletops, but I wanted to keep just the beauty of this fireplace. I think it looks so beautiful. I really did love last year's with the books and the candles. I wish I would have had more time to do that, but I think I'm going to incorporate some of that into my Halloween decorations. I had a really fun idea for the bookshelf. I also have my Limax. Haven't decided if I'm going to put up my spooky Limax village. I'd really like to. And these beautiful fall flowers were for my husband. We just celebrated our 14-year wedding anniversary, and so we had a super fun weekend. Our son had his first homecoming dance, and we did a party with a bunch of friends for, it was like a Yellowstone theme, and then we had a ranch day in the vineyards with our other friends. It was just like one of the most incredible weekends, very busy, but also was so much fun to celebrate 14 years, but also with like our kids and our family and our friends. It was just a really, really great weekend. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm such a fall person. Like, I want to leave the house and go do things during fall, but during summer, I just want to stay indoors and stay cool. Though I have the Robo Rock going, I always like to use my Dyson if I see like a lot of crumbs and whatnot in here. Just give it a little bit of a head start. Also helps while I'm in here. I'm not tracking that stuff all through the house, but I definitely would say Robo Rock does get everything, but sometimes I'm like, wow, because I had just cleaned the top of that island, a bunch of crumbs fell on the floor, and I knew I wanted to be in here, and I just didn't want to get those crumbs tracked all throughout the house. So I'm gonna do a little quick vacuum because I just can't help myself, and then let Robo Rock take care of the rest. We'll head into the front of the house, get this area nice and tidy. My kids have been spending a ton of time in here since we added this TV, which has been great. It's an area over the years that we've lived in this house. We have never hung out in this part of the house unless we're eating at the dining table. And since putting this TV in here, it has been so fun. My daughters have been watching a bunch of cute little Halloween movies in here, and it's just been really lovely. It does get very messy, so I do like to come through here, tidy up. Right now, as I'm doing this voiceover, the kids made a tent and a fort over in this area that I am going to have to clean up today because they were having a little bit too much fun yesterday. So we're going to do that as well. But for me, like a day like this, I can just tidy, get everything off the surfaces, clean things up, and just get the house reset. Just feels so good. I've had a couple packages arriving from Amazon. This is all for Halloween. I will share as much of this as I can in a future video, but there's so many good things I found to go with this theme, and it'll be really, really fun. If you're into that type of stuff, again, don't forget to subscribe because I'm going to show you all the DIY projects we have, and I really do need to get all of this stuff organized because it's starting to become a little bit overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. If you want to give Marie some lovies, give this video a thumbs up. She's such a happy girl. She's still such a kitten though. I feel like when we got Henry, he grew so fast, and she is just still so tiny and adorable. can't wait to get some Halloween decorations up. This area has become such a catch-all and it's like just so bare. I can't wait to transform this entire space into something spooky and exciting. And I hate when I am undecorating and I am in that weird phase of the house really doesn't have any decorations, especially in this space. I've already taken things down. I ran to Target and grabbed some new books. Tell us in the comments down below, what are you guys reading right now? I am so excited to dive into those because I just finished my last book, which was Every Summer After. Such a cute love story. Very, very sweet. I should probably start listing over on Instagram all the books I read. I read about at least one book a week, sometimes two. I finished another book yesterday, but I don't share them here on Instagram. So if you guys are into reading, I can share them. And tell us in the comments, does your dog also want to bite your vacuum? Because Pepe loves it. So did Chewy. Chewy loved to bite the vacuum. The strangest thing I've ever seen. I've never had a dog do that before except the two of them, but I think it's so funny how much he loves to bite on that. So I'm going to tidy up this. I'm going to clean the floor in here because it really needed it, and then we'll let the Roborock go over it again, and then I'm going to head into my bedroom and tidy that up. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I am not going to be decorating my bedroom for Halloween. We're going to keep that cozy and fall throughout the rest of the month of October, but I will be decorating in here for Christmas for sure. I always mention this when I am in my bedroom, but I love the sheets that I have from Quince. I will link them down below. If you are looking for the best night's sleep, I'm going to link the sheets and this is their comforter on top. It is the softest bedding I have ever slept in my life. And it's so beautiful. All the different colors, all the different things. My gingham, bedding is also from there as well. So if you're looking to upgrade your sheets, I highly recommend checking them out. I will link them down below because they are so buttery soft and delicious. So here is how everything turned out. The house is so nice and tidy now. All the surfaces have pretty much been either decluttered, reorganized, or cleaned up, but it just feels so good and clean and fresh in here. These days when the house is empty, everyone's at school, my husband's at work, are my favorite days. I love having a little bit of downtime to myself to tidy the house up with Marie and obviously with Pepe as well. Sometimes Henry and Enzo are in the house. Tuna never likes coming in the house. She loves to be outside. She is such an outdoor cat. I try to lure her in and then she just sits at the back door and cries. So this next video we have coming up, oh Pepe, if you want to give Pepe lovies, give this video a thumbs up. But next video we're going to go ahead and take all the fall decorations down and get started for a magical Halloween transformation. I'm really looking forward to that, and obviously very much looking forward to Christmas decorating as well. So if you like that type of video, I do a lot of cooking, cleaning, and decorating here on my channel. I hope it's an uplifting, beautiful, and nurturing place for you to spend your time. I am so grateful that you spend it with me. Let us know all the things down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video really soon. Okay, Pepe and I are off. See you in the next video. Bye!